Good morning. We are out here in our 3-acre wheat field. This is a winter wheat that we planted back in September or so. We do have seed heads everywhere, and our pigs have been in here for about 3 weeks, and there is still plenty of food in here. Now, when I mention feeding your pigs for free, this is the area that I'm talking about. I want to be perfectly clear that nothing is free. It costs something. We paid to have the land cleared. I have equipment that we use to disc and plant the seeds. It takes time, gas, equipment, etc. It is free in the fact that this was not initially the purpose of this field. This field had a twofold purpose. One was for grazing for our cows, which you can see back there. And the other was a cover crop. So because this was a newly established field, this used to be all woods, we decided we needed a cover crop of some sort. Bare dirt is dead dirt. So we used, boy, they're going crazy. They really like to fight over the scraps. We used a crimson clover and a winter wheat. This allowed our cows early spring to start grazing before our warm season pastures were ready. And of course, the cover cropped aspect of it. Well, we realized once the cows were done eating on it, because once it gets to a certain height, the cows don't want to eat on it anymore. They like grass somewhere between 3 and 6 inches tall. That it was just sitting here. So what we did was connected the pig pen to this area, and we've let them go to town. Now you'll hear pigs are extremely destructive. Pigs will ruin everything. They'll make giant holes and things like that. Well, it's true. They will churn things up for you. However, with just a little bit of equipment, that's not a big deal to fix. And when I say a little bit of equipment, I mean a small tractor, a harrowing disc, a drag, things like that. Typically, they like to make one wallow, maybe 2, and those are the deeper things. Let me show you what they've churned up. This is what a churned up pig area looks like. And you can see they've turned it over, but these aren't massive holes. These aren't giant ditches. Doesn't even look like the surface of the moon. And this is useful to me because while they're tilling it up, they are putting this organic material back into the soil. And we're going to come through here and disc and plant something again later. So they're really doing me a favor. They've currently been in here, I believe, 3 weeks. And I think we're going to get another 3 weeks out of them in here. This is really the first proper rotationally grazing with multiple species of animals that we've successfully done. We've done a little bit here and there with chickens behind the cows, but they've really done a good job in here of taking care of the things that the cows didn't want. And this is value added, and this is something that's really important when you're trying to do this type of lifestyle. Everything has multiple purposes. So in about 2, maybe 3 more weeks, our 3 sows will give birth, and they will be off of this area. So it will just be our 4 feeder pigs and our boar hamlet on this field. So I expect them to really be out here until maybe August. Once August rolls around, we'll get them off of it. We'll mow everything down that's left. We're going to disc it all, and then we will plant a winter wheat again, because what that will do is allow us to continually graze our cows out here until they graze it down and it stops coming back, increase our time grazing, and reduce our inputs in hay. And that's what a lot of this is all about, is reducing your feed costs. We still give the pigs slop and scraps from the kitchen. They like that, but there is so much food for them out here in this 3 acres that they'll be just fine. Here's a wallow. See? That's maybe 6 inches deep by 4 or 5 feet around. And like I said, with the tractor, harrowing disc, a drag, easy fixed. It's worth it to come back out here and fix that compared to how much it would cost to feed them. That's just a few minutes on a tractor with a harrowing disc or maybe a drag, and it's fixed. Come here, little guy. Now, this is small scale stuff. I don't know how you would do this on a huge, commercial property. This is just our little homestead, our little non-commercial production here. I don't think this would work on a huge scale. But you coming to say hi? Come on. But on a small scale, to temporarily reduce your feed costs, it's a great idea. I think it cost us about $150 to seed this field between the wheat costs and the gas. I came over to check to see if I have more. And where we are, that's about 2 55-gallon barrels filled full of pig feed. And a barrel of pig feed lasts them, about a week. So them grazing anything more out here than 2 weeks, and the cost was worth it. If you have any questions about what we got going on here, please leave us a comment below. My name is Brian. This is Flannel Farms. If you haven't already, please hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Keep growing as you grow. I've got more work to do, so we'll see you next time. Bye.